Have you ever felt like academic writing was just this massive hurdle you had to get over? Well, if that sounds familiar, you're in exactly the right place. We're about to unlock a strategy that can honestly change your entire writing process, and we're starting right now. Oh, we've all been there, right? Staring at that blinking cursor on a totally empty page while the pressure just builds and builds. It's a feeling pretty much every student and researcher knows way too well. But what if I told you there was a way to break through that paralysis for good?
So let's actually give this thing a name. We'll call it the blank page problem. Because, it's usually not about having a lack of ideas. The real struggle is figuring out how you're supposed to say them in that formal academic style.
And that's the real kicker, isn't it? You've got the ideas, you've done all the research, but getting those thoughts down on the page in a way that sounds scholarly and professional, it can feel completely overwhelming. That pressure to find the perfect words can stop you dead in your tracks before you even type a single sentence.
But here's the thing. There's a technique, kind of like a secret weapon, that seasoned academics use all the time to get the exact structure they need to just get started. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea.
Okay, so it has a fancy name. It's called syntactic borrowing. And this isn't some random hack. It's a recognized academic strategy. The idea is so simple. You find a well-written sentence in another paper, you take out the specific content, and what you're left with is a sentence skeleton, a perfect template to build your own arguments on.
And let's be absolutely crystal clear on this, because it's the most important part. This is not plagiarism. You are never, ever copying someone else's ideas or their specific words. You're just borrowing the underlying grammatical structure, the blueprint, to give your own original ideas a confident academic voice.
So how does this actually work when you're writing? Well, let's look at some of these sentence skeletons for each part of a typical research paper. Think of this as your new go-to writing toolkit.
All right, first up, the introduction. This is where you have to hook your reader, set the scene, and spell out the purpose of your work. Having a few of these starter phrases can make a world of difference.
Just take a look at these. Instead of agonizing over that first sentence, you can just start with recent developments in the field of, and boom, you've immediately established why your topic matters now. Or you could use, to date, there has been little agreement on, that's the perfect setup to introduce the research gap your study is about to fill. See? They're strategic tools, not just filler.
Okay, next up is the literature review. This section isn't just a boring summary of what other people have said. It's your chance to jump into an ongoing academic debate. And these phrases, they help you do way more than just report. They help you critique and ask tough questions.
These phrases right here are pure gold. Seriously. Instead of just saying, Smith said this, you can now say, a key problem with this argument is, or, however, the research doesn't take into account. This is how you shift from being a passive reporter to an active critical thinker. You're finding your own voice in the conversation.
And finally, the conclusion. This is your last chance to really make an impact. You need to wrap up your findings, explain why they're so important, and point to what should happen next.
These skeletons help you end your paper with real strength. A sentence that starts with, an important finding to emerge in this study is, just sounds so direct and confident, and suggesting that further research should be done shows you know exactly where your work fits into the bigger picture. It's all about showing the value of what you've done.
Now, the examples we just went over are a fantastic start. But the real power comes when you start building your own personalized toolkit, one that's tailored specifically for your own field of study. And the process is so simple. As you're reading articles and journals, just keep an eye out for sentences that are super clear and well-structured. Copy them down, strip out all the specific content, and save that skeleton. Over time, you'll build this amazing personal library of phrases that will make starting any new writing project so much easier.
So, what's the big picture here? What's the ultimate goal? Well, this whole technique isn't just about finishing a paper. It's about finding the confidence to develop your own unique academic voice.
I want you to think of these sentence skeletons not as a crutch that holds you back, but as a springboard that launches your ideas forward. They give you the basic structure so you can focus all your brain power on what really matters, your analysis, your insights, and your unique contribution. This technique is like the scaffolding that helps you build something amazing. It doesn't replace your critical thinking or your original research, not at all. It just gives all those brilliant ideas a clear, powerful, and academic voice so that everyone else can hear them. So the next time you're facing that blank page, you've got a secret weapon. You have the tools, you've got the strategy, and most importantly, you have the ideas.
So the only question left is, what will you write?